Let's talk to promoter Jorge Masvidal. Wow, you look so official. This is something else. Wow, look at this guy. How are you, Jorge?
Oh, man. Can you hear me?
Oh, man, you got a microphone too? Yeah, you sound fantastic.
What's up, brother?
Sounds good. Does the microphone work?
Let me. I like the new look, man. I like the new look. The shaved head, the beat,
You
man.
like that?
Looking mean, dog.
Gee, I went to Turkey.
And
I went to Turkey.
Line over the years too, because you used to be not. They hooked you up.
They hooked me up. You see that?
Damn, my boy got hooked. Shit. You just plugged them up on a huge commercial. I hope they paid you for that.
Yeah, shout out.
You got paid for that?
Oh, for sure. They hooked me up big time. What were you saying you were lying over the years?
Say it again?
You said something you were lying.
No, they used to be like a lot nicer, but lately now people start telling you something, you snap at them real quick, man. Now it's no more Mr. Nice Guy, man.
You see that, Jorge? I mean, you should book me for one of these bare-knuckle cards. I mean, $1 million, a million buys off the bat. Helwani on there?
Who do you want to fight, bare knuckle?
Well, we'll talk offline. You know, I don't wanna put it out there. Oh no. What a shirt, by the way.
Okay. You just text me who'd you like to fight. I'll set it up. I'll take care of all the stuff.
Okay.
Thank you,
Jorge, how hard was it to put?
Oh man.
No, you're back. You're back. Can you see me?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm good now?
Yeah. Why did you book Junior versus Fabricio 2, and how hard was it to get those guys to agree to do a bare knuckle fight?
So we were talking to JDS for a while. He's obviously my teammate, American Top Team, and so I would get to see him often. You know, I'd seriously had to bully this guy. You know, like, hey, what's going on, man? You need to come fight for me. And at first, he would just laugh it off, like, bro, unaffordable. You can't afford me, type stuff. And then, you know, it's getting more personal. And I'm attacking him after practice. I'm following him in the car. I'm like, bro, I need to talk to you. You know, and I'm becoming like a stalker. And he finally gets it. Like, I'm dead ass serious, bro. And you're gonna fucking fight for us. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, at the time he was talking to a couple of promotions. He told me one day after practice, he goes, hey, I'm a free agent. I just finished up practice as well. So then me and him started talking right that same day that I finished. And now this has been going on with me and JDS for like 6 to 8 months that I had been asking him what's happening. Are you gonna fight? What's happening? You know, that same day I called Dean Toole and I tell him, guess who's a free agent? And he goes, wait, before you tell me that, let me tell you who I just finished getting off the phone with the manager and says they want to fight bare knuckle for us. I go, who? He goes, I just talked to Ali. And he says, Werdum wants to do bare knuckle. And I go, holy smokes, you're not going to believe that JDS just told me yes to fighting bare knuckle today. Now we just got to figure out the numbers and the legalities and all that stuff. But once I got that verbal agreement, that's it. So in a sense, I could say I've been trying to make this fight for like 8 months, you know, but as soon as JDS got free, he was a man of his word. He came right to us. Werdum, since the start, he said, hey, I'm ready. It's never been no issues or nothing. Both of them incredibly professional. Their camps and their managers. So shout out to them, because running a promotion is not as easy as it might look. You know, it's a lot of things. It's a big staff. It's a big team that I give everybody thanks to on the team. And on to the fun stuff. This is going to be one of the best fight cards of the year, Ariel. I got this stacked from top to bottom. I got 10 ex-UFC vets. I mean, I got goosebumps. You know, these guys are in the right fucking place in their mind. They're all, which might seem like antisocial or whatnot, but they're in that special vibe in that moment, because they're just thinking about, like, man, I'm gonna get punched in the face bare knuckle, or I'm gonna punch somebody in the face bare knuckle, and they're just like in their own space, their own energy. It's not like an antisocial energy, but if you didn't know better, you think they're being real antisocial and real like to themselves, you know. And I love it, man. These guys are so pumped. Now that the face-off, the first official face-off happened, the euphoria is real. And I'm just sitting here as a fan more than even a promoter, man. This is going to be one of the best shows of the fucking year, I promise you. And I put my money where my mouth is. That's why I put this fucking card together. Shout out to Dean Toole for fucking making this happen as well.
I love it. I love the passion. Could I ask you, you just mentioned something that I wanted to touch on. So here we are 2 days away from the fight going down in Jacksonville, the card going down. You've been around the fight game for a long time, usually as a fighter. Can you compare like the nerves, the anxiety that you have on the Wednesday before a big fight as opposed to Wednesday before you're promoting a big event? Like, how does this compare? Do you feel those same butterflies, or is it a totally different beast?
Totally, totally different. Fighting butterflies is so different to me. Also, since I started since young, I think that like those butterflies like that, I probably got them the least amount. I when I was there, I wouldn't really get excited to like, the day of the fight that I'd really start to like, okay, I'm letting all these emotions and feelings arise. Before that, I just like, oh man, I'm going to another city. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna do these interviews. I wouldn't put too much into it. So I got really close for this promoting stuff. Also, I've only been doing it like 3 years, so it's not the same. I mean, I'm on the hyper train for like 3 weeks before the event. Going every day is like fight week, It's way, way different than when I'm actually fighting. I felt so at peace when I'd be fighting. So like, man, this is what I want to do. This is what I've been training for this particular moment. I just can't wait to do it. So I had a maybe like anxiety to compete a little bit, but always like a good feeling like, man, it's coming up.
Mm. Is it tougher than you thought it would be to be a promoter?
Oh, definitely, definitely. But I have a strong team, and that's what really makes it all stick together. I learned that in MMA, you need to have a strong team as well. It's just me competing that day and whatnot, and me getting these trophies and awards and belts and whatnot. But it's a team that took me to that particular moment. It's my striking coach, my wrestling coach, my grappling coach, all of these little pieces of advice and a great team to make it happen. It's the same thing with the promotion and then some. There's so many individuals involved with this, so it's I would say it's not easy. Definitely, it's not everybody's cup of tea.
When you see the guys getting into that zone, that antisocial zone that you spoke of, do you get a little jealous? Like you're like, man, I want to be in that zone. I want that vibe. I want that itch. I want to get in there too. Do you feel that way?
I mean, yeah, I know, because to get there, it's also like I have to have been training for a while, just focus on this moment, and I do miss it, but at the same time, I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. MMA stuff, because I did that for 20 years. You know what I would like to give a try that like really rouse up my blood? Some good old fashioned boxing, just because I only got one of those. I wouldn't mind doing some more boxing matches, just straight hands, just fucking throwing the heaters at somebody's face for fucking however many rounds,
Yeah.
That gets me excited. That gets my fucking like blood pumping.
What happened with you threw out the KSI thing, and I thought maybe there was some legs to it.
You threw out the KSI
Well,
thing.
we threw it out together.
What you mean I threw
We
out the
threw it
K?
out
I love
together.
it.
We threw it
That's
out
why I
together.
love this motherfucker, bro. You hear this motherfucker? I threw out the K. I didn't even know who the fuck that was till you brought it up.
Yeah, we threw it out together. We threw it out
Man.
together. And then what happened? Did
I
they?
fucking love you, motherfucker,
I
bro.
love you too. Any talks of that? Like, was there? I felt like there was some momentum there.
No,
No.
no, no. There was no talks to that. Ariel, I'm a people know, man. I got the hands, bro. I'm a legit problem with these things still, man. I got power and speed. You can't match me up with somebody inexperienced like that. It has to be a little different. I don't think a commission will legalize that, bro. Like I got 50 something pro fights, Ariel. I used to do them like until like 8 months ago, bro.
Yeah.
You fucking crazy, bro.
How do you think?
Man.
How do you think Nate Diaz did against Jake Paul? Did you watch that, and how do you think he did?
Yeah. I went there live. I'm gonna say, man, I get it. The skill set, they're not gonna be boxers. They're not gonna be moving like boxers because they're not boxers by craft either. But the mean guy would have hurt each other could have been meaner. That's why that fight being there live, I was like, man, I'm fucking mean for real, bro. And a lot of the guys that are in boxing are fucking mean for real. I didn't have that feeling when I left there that night. Like I don't know. I didn't feel like they were trying to kill each other, or hurt each other, or like apply the sweet science so it's full mastery. So I'd hurt them dudes, bro. Like bad. I was there live. I seen it, man. Man, it's a different speed.
How did you and
Nate seen it? You could ask him about it. You could ask Nate about the speed. And if Jake was having trouble, you know what I'll do to Jake, man? I'll fracture a rib on that. Well,
but what about you and Jake, Jorge? I don't know if I lost you here. Did I got you? Got me?
don't let that boy in the ring me, bro. But I wouldn't get in.
Say again what you just said about
Say it
Jake.
again.
Say again what you just said about Jake because I lost you there. If you would get in there with Jake, what?
I wouldn't get in there with Jake, right? Because the UFC, you know, I've talked to him about matches like that. I'm still signed to the UFC and I have to get permission from the UFC. But in a hypothetical world, like if we were in a boxing sparring session, I'd break that dude. I'd break him. He couldn't handle my pace, my speed, or my power, you know. He could ask his sparring partner for 10 rounds, Nate Diaz, about me, and Nate will tell his ass, I'll eat him alive, man. Bam, done. You know, but I can't because I'm signed to the UFC. So it's not gonna happen. But if it did,
Are you and Jake boys now? I can't quite make it like you were.
I'm cool with them, man. I'm cool with them, but that has nothing to do with competition.
Right.
I'm cool. If I saw him right now, what's up, Jake?
Okay.
But we're talking about us in a boxing ring, what I've done my whole fucking life. No, man, you got no fucking chance. And I got an opinion, and I can say it because it's America, and you shouldn't get your butt fucking hurt feelings over it. We still boys. You still cool, man. What's up? If you want to fight, motherfucker, I'll kill you, bro. You're crazy, dog. No, man.
So I have a
fucking nuts. I went and scouted you out that day already. Just myself.
I have a prediction. 2024, maybe boxing. I think you're fighting again. I see all these interviews. I see the vibe right now. I see the fire in your eyes. You're fighting again. I saw you at that BMF fight. By the way, whose idea was that? I threw that out. You putting the belt around the waist, and everyone ran with it. Dana White claimed to his idea. I mean, come on. I should have been there too, sitting right next to you. In any event, I think you're fighting. I think you're fighting.
I don't know why, but you know why.
Yeah.
Why weren't you there?
Oh, I was at Spence. No, I was at Spence Crawford.
Cat neutered.
I was at Spence Crawford. I was at a real fight.
Oh, okay. No. That was a badass fight too. That was a badass fight. A badass fight, but you can't say the other one wasn't a real fight. You crazy?
I'm kidding.
Dustin and Dustin was fucking.
It was great.
You know what that was, man. That was insane, man.
But
I really wanted DP to win. Obviously my teammate and great friend, but hats off to Gage, man, because fuck, bro, he made the right switches in that first round, you know, to the second round to just boom, catch it. Because I thought he got rocked heavy in the first round twice, you know. I was definitely leaning towards DP just closing out that fight. So it was a shocker. Still shocked to me. I was like, I bet it on that fight. I bet a lot of money, actually.
How much?
It's out there. There's different types of rumors, but it's out there how much I bet it. You could do your investigative journalism.
All right, fine.
But yeah, I bet it's out.
But I think you're fighting again. I don't think you're done. I just see it. I see it in your face. You don't want to be done.
I love fighting. I love fighting. I love it. That's why I'm so invested in this, in watching fight videos, highlights, seeing who would match well with who, because I just love the sport of combat. It's something that I understand so well and good. And to compete, like I told you, I'll be open if with the UFC's permission. And they said, yeah, man, we'll let you get some boxing matches in because you always had the hands. Let's go. Boom. And they gave me permission. Yeah, I'll go break somebody's face, you know? Could whoever I fight on my first boxing match, and then could I fight Ben Askren after that? Like just do a combo, a 2 or 3 in one day. I'll get we'll go to Mexico, somewhere in Mexico with a commission, let us do whatever. And I'll fight 2 guys before I fight Ben Askren. Boxing. So there's no knees allowed, Ben.
What?
Fucking.
Is that a real thing? You'll never top that win. You'll never be able to beat him faster. So why even consider it?
I would actually make it. I would make it go to a decision, just so people could see how. I wouldn't even throw a punch. I just dodge him the whole time, just so people could see how bad his boxing is. Nah, I'd knock him out. Nah, it's just that Ben be talking shit, bro. So.
I feel you. Why don't you ask them to fight on your own card? Yo, man, game bred, bare knuckle. Let me fight on my own card. You don't think they would let you?
I don't think so. No, and I would understand because it's an MMA promotion, and they'd be,
right.
I'm still in the contract, but boxing, I could see boxing happening. I could see them letting me do some boxing matches.
Okay. By the way, if they go to Miami for UFC 305, you got to be on that, right? That's the word. They're thinking of that. UFC 305 next year.
Be on that
as a fighter.
Analyst?
Nah, as a fighter. UFC 305 back in Miami.
Oh, man, I didn't tell you. I recently retired 6 months ago.
I know,
man.
but you're going to come back.
You weren't there, I think. But yeah, 6 months ago, I retired, brother.
Nah.
7 months.
You're coming back. It's actually less than that. It was 5 months ago.
5 months ago. Yeah. Hey, the CTE is getting to you, brother.
Who are the 10 ex UFC fighters on this card on Friday?
Oh my gosh, man. In the co-main event, well, they won ex UFC, but still, oh, no, Coconut Bombs was Coconut. Maki Pitolo was ex UFC. Coconut Bombs. This guy could bang. Typical Hawaiian dude, comes out for blood, not scared. Fighting Joel Bauman, which is a freaking stud, man. Great athlete. The guy wrestled in college, but doesn't use his wrestling offensively. He uses it defensively to punch people in the face. He's already fought for his bare knuckle before. Fought a fight that I was like, man, his managers are crazy for letting him fight this guy. He fought a guy that was like 15-7 on his fucking first pro fight debut. Hell of a fucking fight. Ended up knocking out the guy in the second round. So I really think the winner of that fight is going to be fighting another winner that we got coming up. They'll be fighting for the belt. Also, let me say this before I go any further. The winner of Junior Dos Santos and Fabricio Werdum in October 28th, main event, Mississippi, at the Mississippi Coliseum. Did I say that right? You looked right. Yeah.
Shit.
Boom. First take on. You know who's gonna be fighting there?
No.
Alan Belcher versus bare knuckle versus Big Country Roy motherfucking Nelson, motherfucker. I said it. That's who's the bare knuckle heavyweight championship of the world. I told you I'm bringing you fucking heat, brother. That's happening October 28th. Just made official right now on your motherfucking show. You're welcome, Harry. I told you I love you, bro.
Yes. I love it. October 28th.
You hear what I said, bro?
Yeah, that's freaking Big Country. October 28th, Mississippi Coliseum.
He's back.
Roy Nelson back. Had a nice debut for you a couple of months ago, going up against Alan Belcher, who's found a whole new life for himself in the world of bare knuckle.
Yes, sir.
And where can people?
And we got both those freaking savages competing. Both of these. Say it again.
Where can people watch it on Friday?
This Friday on YouTube, on the Game Bread GFC page, or on my page, Jorge Masvidal, on Facebook, on Twitter. I'm not giving you an excuse. You got to watch it. Everybody's got to tune in and watch it. Don't mess around. It's free as can be. If you're in the Florida area, Jacksonville area, live from the White Start Arena, tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. The show started around 7 p.m. It'll also be streamed on my Facebook, so please tune in, everybody.
Love it.
Free as can be, man. Here.
Love it. Look at you.
Bam.
Bang. All the money is just on your shirt. You don't need the money. You got it on your shirt. There it is. You don't need people to pay for this. Respect.
So yeah.
You're doing big things, Jorge. Good luck. I know you're going on like some ship or something today, right?
Yes, sir. Right after this.
All right.
We'll go hang out with the servicemen of our country, with the freaking enlisted men of our country, with the dudes that protect us. This is always an amazing experience every time I get to go to one of these places, because these people do something that I probably could have never done, and risk their life for our freedom, for our comfort. So I always love it when I get to hang out with military men, whatever branch you're in. So let's fucking go.
September 8th.
And we're bringing a whole mess of them. We're bringing like 250 of them to my event to watch. Free as can be. Great seats, just to have a good old time, because them boys deserve it, man. Don't nobody work harder than them boys.
Love it. 15 years later, JDS for Doom 2. Looking forward to it. Good luck, Jorge. Thank you as always for the time. Much love.
2 weeks' time, I'm coming here to break some major news on your show.
Oh, shit. Anytime.
Remember we had this conversation.
Yes.
Listen, if your internet listen, if your fucking website doesn't shut down, you get your money back.
Okay.
I'm gonna shut down your website with the news.
Deal.
You feel me? You understand me, bro?
I feel you. Viva la raza. There he is. 2 weeks. Jorge Masvidal joining us. What a guy. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it very much. Hey, if you like this video, give us the old thumbs up. Subscribe as well. You could get many more of these videos on the channel, so please do that. We would love you forever if you did so.